Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Talk to Precious podcast. My name is Precious, and today we have an amazing guest, a security relation consultant. Please, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Ambassador Bosinde. I'm a security relations consultant, like you have said. But apart from that, I also bridge the gap between the police and the public, as well as other security agencies, the military, and basically anything that do law enforcement. I kind of work with them.
Oh, okay. So you champion a police is your friend campaign. What does that mean? Because with public knowledge, cases involving police hasn't really been friendly.
Well, you have just said why police is your friend. You see, if we all know the devil, do you expect anything good from the devil?
I mean, no.
Good. And you don't care. You just do your thing and try to avoid the devil at all costs, right?
Yes.
Good. But if you have a good friend, you expect them to behave well, don't they?
Yes, I
When they
expect that.
behave bad, how do you feel? Do you just let go, or does it pain you, or do you react?
I react
React. Why
Yeah.
do you react?
because I feel hot. I don't expect that.
You don't expect that from them, right?
Yes.
So the police is your friend. That's why you're hot about their attitude. You see, if they weren't your friend,
Yeah.
whatever they do, you wouldn't mind. You just be working on your plan B and like, me do anything concern them now. Me, I don't even send them self. But because you send them, because they are your friend,
Yeah.
that's why everything they do gets you upset, and a whole lot happens. You know, so basically, why we decided to champion the Police Your Friend campaign is because number one, we are children of God. This wasn't what we are into. This is a calling for us.
Okay.
It's very divine. We got a calling from God that for this purpose we were created, that this is what He wants us to do. And then we delved into it. We didn't even have any connection. But when we delved into it, God gave us connection. And what's the message? He told us the message is to bridge the gap between the police and the public. So we asked, why do we need to bridge the gap? The police have their PRO, they have complaint response unit, they have the provost, they have so many mechanisms to do so. Why call a civilian to do that? And then the message is very, very clear.
Okay.
God is going to have His people in every industry before Christ comes. That's what it means by the gospel has to cover the world as the water covers the sea. So in every angle, there's going to be His people. That's one. Then two, the children of Israel were all children of God, and they were in Egypt dying. So a Moses has to come.
Okay.
And when a Moses came, he saved every other child of God. But were they children of God? Yes. So there is need for that person to be there. You understand me?
Yeah.
But you found out that one thing that God did with Moses is that He ensured that Moses was blended into the palace.
Okay.
He learned everything in the palace, had all the palace privileges, and then he was able to walk. And that's exactly what God has done to me. He was able to infuse me into the authorities, and I understood what goes on and how everything happened. I now know the police side of the story.
Okay.
I already knew the public side of the story, so now I know the police side of the story. So what God now expressly told me is, focus on bridging the gap, not condemning the public or the police. That's why a lot of people, when Segalink was doing the NSAS thing, already 2 years before the NSAS, I said there's going to be a campaign against the police, and it's going to be this massive. I said it on Reading, and when it happened, they called me. I had a lot of interviews even outside of the country. People were like, do like Segalink. They do. I said, that's not my calling.
Okay.
And now people are calling me, do like very dark man. You get opportunity. You dey even help people, but you need a post stamp. You dey help many people, which I'm sure you are aware.
Yeah.
You dey help many people, we get issue. Why you need a post stamp? If you dey post stamp, craft for that, and you don't blow.
Yeah.
But that's not the calling. That's not the calling. Yes, I can assist people because I have privileges.
Okay.
But that's not what God called me to do. He called me to bridge the gap. So, and He gave me a scripture for that. Isaiah 1:18. Come now, let us reason together. Though your sins be at this, it doesn't matter. Just come. So our job is not to castigate the police, to help the public castigate the police and help public win case. That's not our calling. Okay. Our calling is to bridge the gap. What does it mean? Our calling is Choba Bridge. People from Emo have passed. People from Obiakpo pass. That's our calling. That's the easiest way. The bridge is just there to carry all the vehicle passing.
Yeah.
So whoever comes to us, will He know why I cast him out? That's what the Bible says. So everything we do is just Bible-like. So, but when people come to us, we assist them, but that doesn't mean we are here to insist that this is just, no, we don't do that. Okay. We bridge the gap. Now, what does the public stand to gain in this bridging that we're building? How is the best way you bridge the gap? The best way you bridge the gap is knowledge. Like I told you, I'm a Christian. Yeah. Everything I do is passion to the Bible. If you have known me since you know me, you find out that I've always been a Christian. It's not like I have been faking it. So, The Bible is where we borrow lead from everything we do. You understand me? Now, that Bible says, my people are dying. Lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
My people are not sinners. So. My people are like born-again Christian, but they are dying. Lack of knowledge. So that's why we bridge the gap. The major gap we bridge is knowledge gap. That's why you see me do things like Police is Your Friend campaign with Bosinde, which I'm doing one on September, and I'm hosting the Commissioner of Police River State, the General Officer commanding the Major General in charge of 6th Division, the Naval Commander, the Navy, the Air Force, the NDLEA, DSS Director. Everybody, they have accepted that they are going to come with me. And I'm inviting taxi drivers, market women, students, youth bodies, and of course, oil and gas people are going to be there. A lot of crowd. They are going to, and I'm feeding them. I'm spending millions to do this program.
Okay.
Food alone is going to cost me almost 5 million.
Yeah.
Food, the food, and there's going to be every kind of meal you want. Then souvenirs and other things. But the idea is, come and interact with Commissioner of Police one by one. One. You sit down, the ASS director is there. These are people you don't get access to.
Yeah.
Now I'm hosting them for free. And you're going to sit there, ask them that question in your mind.
Yeah.
Tell them how that security report in your area is that their voice is not giving them genuinely. Tell them the DPO that is disturbing you. Tell them what is going on. Now let them hear it, then let them give you an excuse that they are not aware.
Okay.
You know, so this is up close and personal.
Yeah.
So these are things people don't get. But because of the privilege we have with the authorities and the interest that God has sent us to bridge the gap, we're able to call to people like this to sit down and discuss.
Yeah.
And at the end of these programs, most times DPOs are removed. Because when the complaint comes too much from your environment, the commissioner is there, your posting is, come, why is this happening in your area? I'm not aware. You know, people at the top most times are not really aware because they depend on information from people, their lieutenants. So that is just one of our very many events. We used to do Security Bridge monthly, but at a point we couldn't afford it. Golden Tulip Hotel is not cheap. We did it for 4 years, every last Sunday of the month. And we bring them to sit down. Any person the public complains too much about, we find out from the person. And then we bring the person to come. You where they complain, will come. One or two sit down and talk.
Yeah.
We find out that we build more friends for the police and the public. And we empowered a lot of people that I can't count people that through me and through what we are doing, not only in Port Harcourt, in the north, some part of the north.
Yeah.
I can't count people in Lagos, everywhere, that on their own, they handle their issues with police. Why? Because they were able to get knowledge from what we are doing and insight, which if your time permits, we will give certain insights. And then they were able to handle themselves. So I'm not here trying to be one hero for everybody. I'm not going to do that.
All right.
I'm already doing that for my children. I'm not doing that for anybody else. But I'm going to be giving that knowledge to people so that they can be their own hero. Okay. I don't want my phone ringing whenever you have issue with police. I don't like it. At times, if you call me, I'll just tell you I'm busy. At times, it's not my problem. But if you will follow me, my pages and how I do things, and you follow them well, when you have that problem, you solve that problem. You become your own hero. That's knowledge, not dependency. I don't want you to depend on me. I don't want to be feeling like, you understand me? My interest is not fame, sincerely speaking.
Okay.
My interest is not fame or money now. You understand? My interest is that you are able to solve your issues with the authority without calling VDM, without calling Sowore, on your own. If they say the system is like this, you know how to follow that system. And then the right thing is done. That's my interest. You understand? And why am I doing that? I'm doing that because I realized that, for example, I walked into the studio and I saw that Nigerians who are immigrant abroad, they have a code of conduct that Nigeria approved for them. Now, I tell you, 99.9% of them don't know. They just want to jakba. But they don't know that when I jakba, Nigeria still has a role to play.
Oh.
That's why I said I want to read that book.
Oh.
If you're employing a Nigerian in Canada, you must follow the steps. Else, on a very good day, Nigerian embassy can petition you in your country. That's our guideline. Why do you say I want to read it? So and they specified, if you're doing job of a maid, nanny, this, that, they even specify the jobs. And these are jobs Nigerians are doing abroad. But they don't know that their country has a code of conduct that has been transmitted to all the countries they go to.
Oh.
And the countries are aware. For example, you're going to Canada. There are some SLTs that you write and all those things.
Yeah, exams.
We also have our own. If you are going there, just as they are giving you their own, we are also giving them our own because we know we are sending labor.
Yeah.
But Nigerians don't know that. All they know is make my visa come and my run. But they are not aware of these things. Now, that's lack of knowledge. You understand me?
Yeah.
So that's my job, to ensure they are aware of those things and they are able to use it, not just being aware. So why am I doing this thing? Nigerians don't look for knowledge.
Yeah.
Nigerians like to know one person they can call to solve one problem. What do you want to do? You want to do adverts for social media saying, no, I'm going to call my guy. That guy ain't good, ain't good, make I think go train, nah. If I get job for you, say, what happen? Police carry saying, no worry, Bosinde my guy. Me and I don't do something. I call her. But say, no, small thing, no, then just stop us for and they say, and see, I said, okay, give her the phone, I talk to her. So I tell you, saying, go help her. You want to buy motor? I get one guy for Lagos. My just call her like that. The guy in the bring motor for us.
But
I
it's
say, I'm on
easier
Instagram.
now.
No, it's not really easier. Let me tell you something about being a billionaire.
Okay.
You see every billionaire, you see even the foolish ones.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that they know everything that goes on in the business, even if they're not professional in that angle? They are not accountants, but they do more accountant than they account. That's why they are billionaires. They know about all the figures. One Anambra man, go to Onitsha main market. You see one Anambra man with short knicker.
Yeah.
He has containers in high. He's a billionaire. You won't know. You just see him running around selling pieces of seed like that. You understand me? But that man will sit down and tell you every bit of his business without opening any account book. That's why he's at that level. Else, people around him would have taken everything.
Yeah.
Now, in as much as there is someone to do this job, the fact that there's someone to do this job doesn't stop you from knowing. The fact that you have a nanny doesn't stop you from beating your child occasionally. Okay, what if the nanny don't show, the maid don't show? It doesn't stop you from cleaning. Now, the major challenge Nigerians have, and the political class is using it against them, is this lack of knowledge. They've made jokes about Nigerians that if you don't want a Nigerian to see what is hidden, put it in a book. They won't see it. You've heard jokes like that.
Yeah.
Now, that's very insulting, but you don't see it. It's not a joke. The knowledge I have about the authority did not call me and say, now that you are close to us, let me tell you what to do. No. There was a day I was driving like this, and I saw a policeman stopping the vehicle without slippers and all of that. Sorry, with slippers, not well dressed, and he had beards. At Kala, I don't know who I was carrying. I don't know. Okay, it's not either of you, it's Topher. And front of room Precom, Kala police station.
Yeah.
And I stopped, and he stopped me as they were doing stop and start. And I said, "Why are you not properly dressed?" He looked at me, and so I said, "Why are you not properly dressed?" Instantly, he started explaining to me. I said, "Is it on medical reasons?" He said, "No." I said, "So why are you not properly dressed? Why do you have beards?" He started explaining to me and said, "Sir, you see," I said, "Don't explain to me. Why are you not wearing beards? If I come back here and I see like this, I will not be happy with you." And I drove off.
Yeah.
He was shaking. Why was he shaking?
Because,
I did not introduce myself.
Yeah.
He didn't ask me, "Oga, who are you?" Why was he shaking? Knowledge. In the Police Act, there are certain things not accepted, of which if he's reported, he might lose his job.
Oh.
Are you getting that now?
Yes.
But of course, maybe where he works is DPO, maybe they are, my guy. But he knows this Police Act. He knows what is there.
Yeah.
So he was scared that if this matter should escalate, it will be bad for me. But it's just knowledge. Now, the point is that for most of those issues you complain and you cry about, having knowledge can save you.
Yes.
See, even if you're a Christian, if you like, devil, come here till tomorrow. If you like, cry, God will not listen to your tears. God is listening to his word. The Bible is his own constitution. Even Satan uses the Bible to work with God.
Okay.
When he went to tempt Jesus, he said, "It is written."
Yeah.
If you understand me, that he jumped here. For Jesus to win, Jesus did not say, "I'm the word, I'm Jesus, no need, I won't do it." No, he had to counter with the word. He said, "It is written also." If Jesus still needed knowledge, imagine.
Yeah.
So you are in Nigeria, the 1999 Constitution is the knowledge you need. The 1999 Constitution, people are asked, let them ban this, they should ban SARS. SARS was just the name of a police formation. And the Act says the IG or a commissioner of police has the right to create tactical teams. Okay. So they created SARS, you ban it. They have banned SARS, but they didn't ban the officials.
Yeah.
It's the name you wanted them to ban, right?
Yeah.
So they disbanded the name. SARS simply means SARS,
S.
Special Anti-Robbery Squad.
Yeah.
Now they banned the name, not the people. They can't ban the people like that. There is a procedure in the Police Act to deal with individual. No matter how much you cry till tomorrow, that procedure is what they will follow.
Yeah.
Are you getting me now?
Yes.
Now, the public don't know these things. Secondly, the public don't even know the right the policeman has. If you check, they can't even give you another police. That's the funny part. That's why people are shouting for state police. They can't just give you state police. There is a legislative process that is very long.
Yeah.
Now, the 1999 Constitution states that there shall be one police force for Nigeria. One. Are you aware the army reports to the police?
Army reports to
Nigerian
police.
Army, Nigerian Navy, Nigerian Air Force.
How?
Good. The law also states that the police is the lead internal security agency. That is why if army arrests, they must return back to police.
I'm just getting to know that.
So all of you saying, my brother and army, no worry, leave the policeman, go deal with them. It's just policemen that are careless. Maybe they are doing something wrong. But if they are doing something right, if you send army there, they will arrest the army man. Go to police, go to state CID, you see never people on handcuff, you see Nigerian army. Even army, arrest army. After their internal discipline, they will send to the police.
So police is like the lead.
The lead, not like, is the lead. Okay, you heard about this Air Force pilot, female pilot that was killed in Air Force base. I don't know if people heard about that story. The Air Force arrested the Air Force guy now, and they handed him over to the police. People don't know the power police has. That's the problem.
I mean, this is the way
army
they
too
put
knows.
it
They
out.
know all these things. That's what I'm saying. I've pursued Navy people before in Umolumini Road, Wimpy Junction, dealing with keke drivers. One of them owned the keke. They are from that NNS Pathfinder. So they were intimidating boys there. They don't want their keke driver to pay the standard and all of that. So I got there. So I said, who sanctioned this operation? So they looked at me because of what I said.
Yeah.
And they said, who? I said, stop asking me who I am. Who sanctioned this operation? One now cornered me and said, sir, let me see you. We are naval. I said, I can see you are naval personnel. But who sanctioned this operation? Because you have no right to interact with the citizens, civilians, without the police permission.
Oh.
He said, it's just that this keke na our own, so then they worried the guy. So we say, we can show of force and all that. I said, this is your show of force. Who sanctioned? And now they ask you, because you have no right to carry out an operation without being sanctioned as a military officer, unlike a policeman.
Yeah.
The only rule that would have given you power to do this is if there was a policeman standing near you, that's the authority. You can do it. That's why you see, no matter how many companies take army men, you see them adding 2-3 police. It's the police permission that they work with. Even before the president, Obasanjo worked with the military when he was president. He was the one that brought the name JTF, Joint Task Force, meaning anything the army is doing, let them do, but on behalf of the police. That's the meaning of JTF, Joint Task Force. So it gives the army the privilege to work, but on behalf of the police. The only time the military can operate independently is in a state of emergency.
Yeah.
You understand? Or issues that has to do with specifically given to them in the Act under section, I think, 2-1 something of Nigerian Constitution. What the army role is there to protect against internal and external aggression. That is why if you're going to our borders, you see military presence. That one is their role now.
Okay.
But even before the military went to Borno to fight Boko Haram, the police gave them permission.
Oh, wow.
How do they give such permission? There was a march pass where the police will hand over the flag to them, giving them rights to act. And if they carry out operations there and they cannot, they also do a march pass and return the flag to the police, either to say we are done or we cannot. Go back, it's your problem.
I really didn't know police had this much.
Mm-hmm. No, people don't know this. That is why. You have army to do air, army to do land, you have navy to do air, to do sea, you have air force to do air.
Yeah.
But in the police, you have marine police to be with them in water. You have air wing of the police to be on the air. There is no war on earth fought by the military anywhere in the world that the police is not attached. Like the America have the Secret Service, and then they have the police. They have the police, national police, you understand? Okay. But there is no war the Americans will go that you not see these agents attached. Sometimes you see FBI fly down to be attached to them in war, but they will be on camo too. That's because whenever the military conquer any environment or lose any environment, it's the police that must take the record. So there is a whole lot to security the public see. That's why no matter how much you complain about the police, it's difficult. The good thing is that it's easier to do with an army man than to deal with a policeman. If an army man slap you now, I guarantee you have made millions. But if a policeman slap you and intimidate you, you have not made any million. What's the difference? The army man is a military man who abides by the military code of conduct. He has no right to interfere with you at that level of hitting you and all of that without a proper not even provocation. Even if you are fighting him, he's supposed to try and escape from the fight, not fight you back. Forget what is happening in Nigeria. It's all rubbish. It's just that people, like I said, lack knowledge. It's all rubbish. You get? So if you are able to prove that an army man dealt with you is highly against the Constitution. He doesn't even have right to blow siren and embarrass you on the road. A general has right to use siren.
Yeah.
But in the barrack, nobody can overtake him. But not on the Nigerian road. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Because the Nigerian road belongs to the people, not your barrack. You get, except there is a threat. So there are so many things that are specified. If you can point out and you deal with the army, you are suing the whole army. You can't deal with one soldier.
Oh.
So if a soldier slap you and you have proofs, you sue him to court, you have sued the Nigerian army. They will come to court. To sue one person is the same thing to sue everybody.
Yeah.
Now when they come, so long as you can prove,
You,
they are banned from doing that thing to you. So they will now have no other choice other than to pay. That's why you heard of the case where a girl was made over 100 million at Abuja or Lagos because she was hit by the military. It's right. That girl just know her right. That's all. And she pursued it. Maybe they would have threatened you in the past. You're not going to remove that thing. But if you zero your mind and you pursue such cases, you get victory. But if it's a policeman that did that, do you know what the police act states? You will report him to the police. When you report him to the police will now have what they call orderly room trial. Based on the evidence you submit, if you want to push the case, they will have an orderly room trial where they will try him in line with police standard to know if he was acting in line with police standard. If he's able to defend that he's acting in line with police standard, then the police will come out and face you in court. But if he's not able to prove he's acting in line with police standard, he did this, he extorted young boys and he was caught, they will check Police Act, which is how they operate. The Police Act does not say you should extort young boy or collect money from young boy. The police is not a revenue generating agency. So why did you collect money for bail? Why did you collect this money? Okay, now that it has come to light, what is the punishment? It's also in the Act. The punishment is either dismissal, suspension, or reduction of rank. If the punishment is dismissal, they will dismiss him.
Do they actually dismiss them?
A lot has been dismissed as I speak to you. Almost every week, police officers are dismissed, but nobody knows.
But
they will not come and tell you on the road. No, they won't come and publish it. But
do they dismiss them and take their uniform so they still leave their uniform?
They will de-uniform you there. You watch sometimes and go to their page, you see them de-uniforming persons. They will, some of them, they make them public in first headquarters. A commissioner of police can sack inspectors and rank and file. But once you're an ASP 1 star and above, he can only give you query. And then it's only the police service commission that can sack you because they employed you. You understand? And then they will have a sitting too based on his recommendation and still sack you. Now, when they sack you, they will de-uniform you. They will publish you in their internal listing that you have been dismissed. But they don't bring it public. No, it's not supposed to come to public life. So but this happens.
I think bringing it to the public, would it not help us know who is the police officer?
If you had a case and you were pursuing it, if you want to know who is a police officer, it's very simple. Go to the police division close to you. You know who is a police officer. Even if is anything. You see, Nigerians don't take. There was someone that called me the other time and said, Bosinde, all these police, them plenty for road. I said, no problem. Where they stay? Sir, they stay so place. I said, okay, go to the closest police station. Tell them you want to meet the DPO. Say, but I don't get problem. Where are they go station? I said, that's the problem.
Yeah.
You must learn to build relationship with them. Go there, just go introduce yourself to them. Say, but no need, I beg, I don't want anything. Me and police never work out. I say, no, I go work out. You never get problem. Go and just know the DPO. Say, my name is so. I live in so environment. I learned you are the DPO here. I said, let me come and introduce myself to you and get your number. He will be happy. And do you know that the law also says that you should support the police with what you have, which includes finance and other things. Go to your constitution, section 24, subsection D and E of the 1999 Constitution as amended, states that you should support the security agencies with what you have.
So are you saying the ones that stand on the roads to take money, that's like support?
That's not support. That is against the Police Act.
But they do it publicly.
Yes, they do it publicly. Who has taken it up? That's the problem. That's what I'm telling you. Who has taken it up? Now, the policeman, recently I told people that the Nigerian police is not corrupt at all. And I can tell you any day, anytime, that the Nigerian police is not corrupt. And the Nigerian police can never be corrupt.
Why?
The Nigerian Independent Electoral Commission, INEC, is not corrupt. INEC can never, ever be corrupt.
Why are you saying so?
Good. Because they are all legally formed.
Okay.
Now, this is how anything come into existence. there's always an act from the National Assembly that is now a bill will be passed by the National Assembly to the president. Once the president approves and signs it, it becomes a law. If he doesn't, and the assembly wait for him after 3 months and he doesn't, the National Assembly reserves the right to sit down and discuss that thing and sign it, and it becomes a law. Now, once it becomes a law, it is legal. Example is NDDC. Obasanjo refused to approve NDDC when the bill came for a Niger Data Development Commission. Obasanjo did not approve it.
Yeah.
After 3 months, it was sent back to the Senate, and they vetoed it that there must be an NDDC. It became a law. Obasanjo had no choice than to come and commission NDDC.
Yeah.
So NDDC is a law. Anything you see operating is a law. There shall be one police force in Nigeria is a law. So there must be one police force. That the police force will perform so and so duty, and they will be guided by a police act. They've given privilege to go and create a modus operandi for them.
Yeah.
Now, if you read the police act, it's a book like this of what police do and don't. A to Z of police. Everything you want to know is in the police act. And these things are online. You can download them on your Play stores and read. Or you go and buy this police act, or you buy your constitution and read. But it's not like it's hidden.
But then there are some police officers where you know your rights and you act according to your right, and yet you still get intimidated.
That's because where your right stops is where another person's right continues. It's also in the Constitution. Go and check. You understand that it's funny. Now, you that know your right, do you know the right of the policeman?
Okay.
Do you know that by virtue of having a police, his job is already to checkmate your rights? Police is not anybody's name. I think is a synonym for something. I've forgotten, but I can't give that now. But the point is that the meaning of police is that they should be checkmating you, and that's your right. That's what people don't understand. Okay, let me give you one funny thing now that the Police Act allows. Do you know that the Police Act gives the privilege a police officer has right on his suspicion, as him feel like, because the law believes that he has been trained.
Okay.
So because he has been trained, they believe he has understanding to identify someone who is a criminal or possibly wants to commit crime and all of that, since he has been trained. So the law gives him the right that on his suspicion, he reserves the right to arrest you and detain you.
So are you saying the ones that just pick up boys?
I'm coming now, listening now, for at least 24 hours.
24 hours.
And when they ask him, why do you arrest this guy? So I have this suspicion about him, so I just want to keep him and observe him for 24 hours. Is his right. And if he's able to establish another thing on you, he has 48 hours to keep you. If he's able within that 24 hours to establish something, that this thing, that thing where they talk not true, he has 48 hours to keep you before charging you to court to gather more evidence. Now, these 24 hours, if he's on Friday, he picked you for that 24 hours. You know, he's on Monday to expire because of the weekend.
Doesn't count, yes.
I'm just telling you now. And he has not done anything against the law. Now, let me tell you something. That policeman also has rights when you commit an offense to forgive you and caution you and let you go.
Okay.
Now, because of this loophole in the privilege they have in the Act, which is empowered by our Constitution, if a policeman sees you and say, find me something you agree, which is illegal, he say, park here. My paper complete. My car, everything is okay. He said, my park here. Why? I know my rights. He won't argue. What you don't know in that your right is that he has a right to keep you on your right there 24 hours. And you are going to a wedding in Bayelsa that you intend to come back that day, that you have collected money to attend as one thing or the other as a vendor. So he will not keep you there because he knows that you can't endure it. You will negotiate. But the problem is that he has a privilege that gives him right to keep you there for 24 hours.
That's what the bank.
Now, when he keeps you there, you are shouting, my paper, everything they correct. I don't know why you just keep us here. Blah, 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 blah. He won't talk. If you want, they won't talk to you.
Yeah.
They'll just leave you. Because they know they have not committed any crime by keeping you there for 24 hours. They want money, but they hide under that they are. Are you getting me now?
Yeah.
The question is, do they have such privilege? Yes. That's why if you call their bosses at that point, he will get angry, and then when they talk the phone, they will, if he's the one that is very angry at these things, he will get angry at and they will talk. And then you'll be feeling like he will arrest all of them. Never. Come as you are coming, you see them there. Am I lying?
No.
So why didn't that big man you called in police order for their arrest?
Yeah.
No, they have not done anything wrong. He only released you on relationship, personal understanding, but he knows that thing there, and because of that, he can't do anything. But he can use his rank and privilege and prevail against them not to do that because he knows why they are doing it. Or sometimes, if maybe it's in all this road where they know no motor is passing and you are there, they will just beg the oga that you are calling, or the commissioner you know, or the deputy commissioner, or the assistant, or one big man you know in police. When he's talking to them, he will not even shout. He'll say, okay, please, now my person. Make on leave and go. It's okay. Leave and go. They will not let you go. So I will not tell you get luck, say you know somebody. So I will not laugh and go, and you are going. They don't feel any remorse. Do you know why? They know that within they've not done anything bad. They know that time they are keeping you there. You know what you are losing, and they also know what you are losing. But you see now that the privilege has. Then you now say, you didn't let me go. This man that is carrying two in front, that is even against the law. And then, because he gave you money, you let him go. No. If they bring the policeman now for an issue, no, I didn't. It's not because he gave me money, or I don't even know if he gave me money. I don't know what we're saying, except you have proof. But do you know the funny part? He can say, no, it's just that I saw him carrying two. It's against the law. So I looked at him. He's a taxi driver. And so I said to caution him and let him go. The question is he within his right? Yes, he's within his right to decide to prosecute or to caution and let go. But because he collected, that's why I see people driving bus from my tree to Room Okoro without papers. Driving bus, conductors can say, oh boy, drive one hand, man, go eat. Bah, that won't enter the motor reverse. When I enter, as he gets to police, he will give money, he will pass. That's the truth. Because these things I'm telling you now, look at your act. So indirectly now, your police act, the laws of your land indirectly has given privileges. And the Nigerian man can always twist privilege to use it negatively. That's just what they are doing. That's why it's difficult to prosecute police officers on the road. For example, these ones people are saying are catching young boys. They will collect, now the money they are collecting, 1 million, 10 million. We are hearing it. A lot of calls have been coming to me. I tell them, just be following me, learn what I do, learn my pattern. Ask questions online, I'll answer you. But if you call me like this for a consultation, as we were coming, a lady called me for a consultation. How much was I telling her? 2.5 million. That's what I charge. For you to sit with me and begin to ask me, you have a problem, you want me to assist you. Now, you pay consultation. Do you know why you're paying consultation?
Why?
Because you refuse to learn now. You want to tap my own brain now. You pick your payment method before you pick my brain. You understand?
Yeah.
Because ordinarily, these are things that if you give yourself a little time, you should know. Security is everybody's business. Why leave it for me alone? And then you want to come and tap from me. It's for everybody. So that is now, if you begin to understand what I say now, you find out that at the end of this interview, everybody here, your cameraman and yourself, when you see the police, just by this interview I have granted you, automatically your mindset towards them will just change. You now begin to look for normal ways to relate with them because you now understand certain things. Then once you normalize your relationship with them, you now find out that they too, with time, will now normalize their relationship with you because they are humans. And majority of what you see on the road happening by the police is transferred aggression. The police and every other force on earth is a force where you take orders.
Okay.
There are some things, if I tell you now, you cry. Before I tell you those things, let me also announce to you that we work deeply with the Commissioner of Police when we got all those reports. In as much as we don't want to be, we want people to learn. We also understand that there are times, in as much as God wants you to have knowledge, there are times when there are some divine interventions where God intervenes, by mercy and other things. So we have to talk to the authorities too. So as I speak to you, as just last week alone, few police officers were arrested, over 6.5 million recovered. Nobody has come forward to receive the money. We are still waiting for people that has come and identify and receive. Yeah. The other time we recovered 2.5 million and kept in the command. Oh boy, I'm not gonna come recover money and leave that money. I'm not gonna come. Because they to their hand no clean. Not all these Yahoo boys. Now the funny part is that these police boys, they know who they go. When there was SARS here, Uniport boys here. We go to SARS when SARS was active in Rupoko, and we tell them, me and my colleague, would they do this thing, or would they pick, or would they do this dating site? I say, then they don't make them, they won't just pay $10,000, $20,000 like that. Say, are you serious? So I say, my content, I don't fit small, do small arrangements. More can I come and I'll pack all of us then. And I could just collect something, then I give me something. It's okay, no problem.
Whoa.
But that's how they rate. It was Uniport, Port Harcourt, River State when started.
Yeah.
It's Uniport boys that were coming to SARS. I'm now opening this to you. They were the one coming. And then after making the arrangement, they will come, pack all the boys. And when they take them to SARS that time, they will separate all of them. And then they will say, I go deal with you. Your friends don't confess. So you will now confess. They say no, they will not go back to that one where they kept him. Say, check him phone, see where they keep him. Why do you think they start searching phone? It's you people that betrayed yourself. They will not go and search, and they will not see it, and then you will not be forced, and you now pay millions, blah blah blah, and they will not release you, blah blah blah. Your friend will collect. Now, when nobody was going to report again to do the deal, they now use their initiative to say, okay, all these boys who would arrest, they use Benz. Villa na their signature car. See as they dress. So on their own initiative, they started arresting people who dress like that, look like that, drive such cars. That's how the intimidation started. It was caused by you people. Are you getting it now? Yeah. So they started using their own initiative to begin to look for boys like that, since nobody is coming to report to them again till tomorrow. It's still the same people that left SARS that are still in the force, sent to different formations of the police that are now using those formations to come and do all this thing again on the road. Now, they will not do it like robbery. So when they catch boys who have arrested some, of course they will be dismissed. You understand? Because there are evidence, so they will definitely be dismissed. You understand? But the point is, now let me tell you something. People tell me that's when I tell you police is not corrupt. This is the point where I explain why. The police is a product of law. There is a law that made the police active. Yeah. There is a law that makes every government institution active. So yes. It is not corrupt. It is not corrupt. Now, that law is how you operate. So a policeman is expected to act in line with the police act. That's what the law says. Even when to use his weapon, the police act states it. Even if he's arresting you, the police act say if you are resisting arrest, that the policeman has rights to use, not force, to use, to apply minimal force. Minimal force. Maybe with the use of a baton or something. That's why police have baton. Yeah. Now, in the absence of baton, he can look for something similar. They don't hit you planko as I talk now. Now, when you arrest him, so what did you do? Say you were resisting arrest. So he now used minimal force. So why didn't you use a baton? I didn't have a baton. So I used, I improvised, because he has right to improvise. So that he improvised and use it to minimal force you. Now, that minimal force, you don't bleed though. I'm just telling you how the law is now. But he's wise enough to make sure he works within where he can defend himself. I don't know if you're getting it now. You people don't understand all these things. You'll be shouting, what the police is doing is bad. And you forget that the more you shout, the government knows when you go to court, that's when you understand that even the kidnapper, do you know if you are raped, the person has not committed any crime against you? How? Yeah, you were raped. It doesn't mean he has committed any crime against you. He has committed crime against the state, not you. So you can't take him to court for raping you. You cannot. Only the police reserve the right to take him to court. Looks like police have plenty of rights. So just imagine you being raped. And now, you would like justice to happen. But that justice must pass through police. That's the law. You can't take him to court. He committed rape. We are not arguing. You have to go to the police. You have to make an entry. The police now will now have to investigate him to find out if he's a rapist. That's why they won't call him a rapist. They will call him suspected rapist. You can't prosecute him. It's the police that will charge him to court. You can't. It's not even your lawyer that will represent. It's police lawyer, prosecutor that will represent you by force, whether I like it or not. So just imagine how you lost that case or how you won that case. So now you are now forced to work with the police. You can have a lawyer to be taking brief, to be advising, but it's them because the crime is not against you. Kidnapping, armed robbery, these are not crime against the person you do it to. They are crime against the state. So you cannot prosecute them. The only crimes that you can prosecute the person by yourself is civil matters. In the owe me or the owe, you carry and go court, yes. But say threat to life, criminality now, it's no longer you that can prosecute. It's the police. Now, okay, are you beginning to see the police now? You people don't see all this angle. No, we don't. So when you finish shouting about the police, the law says only the police too you can report them to. So that means there's no. That is why we have to do police is your friend. So that you must be that friend. That friendship we're talking must be accepted so that all of us go get that influence. So when the policeman talk, it's okay, all of us now one, my brother, no problem. How you want them? You get what I'm saying now? Yes. Now, so any policeman, look at how the police judge it. That's why I say they are not corrupt. Any policeman who acts outside of the police act is not representing the police, whether he's wearing uniform or not. So when a policeman corner you with his rifle, using it against you, he's supposed to protect, driving you in the name of one thing, forcing you to bring money through POS, forcing you to transfer money, at that point, you are being robbed by a police officer or by someone, an impersonator who is dressed as a police officer with gun. You are being robbed. Consider yourself robbed. Don't say, consider yourself that you are being robbed. That's what I tell people. So when it happens like that, don't try to do you know who I am? Don't do me, no die you.
Oh.
At that point, cooperate with them, but begin to look for facial recognitions on how you can recognize them. Begin to look for anything on their body, uniform, car, anything that will help you recognize them while playing safe. Because if you are being robbed, you and I know that I'm robber who can do what he likes now.
Yeah.
So you be careful. You be understanding with him. Behave like that because you are actually being robbed by an armed robber in police uniform. Are you getting me? Yeah. Because there is no way in the Police Act that states what he's doing. And that is why he's also very careful. Because if he is caught, he knows. Not only will he be sacked from the police, the same police, after sacking him, will handcuff him and take him to court for prosecution as a criminal. Example, the case of Chima Okwando.
Yeah.
Fine. When it was discovered that the person was tortured, they do autopsy and they find out that true, he was tortured. They check the Police Act. That they didn't bring them out. Police now arrested the officers after discovering he was tortured. Sure. It's very easy to arrest police officers. Don't worry, they can't run. They sent a signal. It is that their commander that also arrested them and sent them to headquarters. So they now check. That's why they do autopsy if somebody die. They found out that the cause of death is pain and all those things. So they said, that means true, he was tortured. Ngwa, where are those people that were looking after him, that were in charge of the case? So all of them were sent to headquarters. So, okay, this man was tortured. They did a dream trial. In line with the Police Act, torture is not in the Police Act. So you have gone against the Act. Oh. So at that point, who tortured him? This one, they now started defining. Okay, I was the one in charge of taking care of him. How many people joined you? It was this man. When we went there, we now slap him out of this. We now hit him like this. He was making me angry. What about you? That is okay. Him, he never tortured him. So okay, you have now been exonerated. One of them was exonerated. He was an inspector then. I know him. He was exonerated because he has never visited the man or done anything. But he was part of the team. But the rest of the team, people that has been visiting him, were found guilty of torture. That has led to death, which is now murder. So they were now dismissed from the Nigerian police force. On their dismissal, they were de-uniformed instantly in Port Harcourt here and handcuffed. And now police now charge them as criminals to the court that we caught these people for torture and murder. So they were facing murder trial as individual because what they did is against the Police Act. So anytime a policeman is acting against the act, he's acting on his own self-wish to satisfy his greed, his interest, his criminal mindset. Did you get that now?
Yes.
So there is no way the police can be corrupt because the police, according to Nigeria, is defined by the Police Act, which is in the law.
Yeah.
So they only work within the act. So you can only say you are being policed within that act. Anytime anybody representing the police or anything goes against that act, at that point, he's not representing the Nigerian police force. If he's caught, he will be dealt with. But if he's not caught, he will get away with it and you'll cry on Facebook, and that's all.
Oh, I mean, okay. This is so much for me to take in. But then I have one question. This is related to the use, I think, in the case where police officers forcefully invade someone's house without warrant, do they have rights to that?
It depends on the situation.
Okay.
You understand me? For example, if they are carrying out investigation, and they want to have you in the station, depending on who you are, they are supposed to invite you first.
Okay.
Like give you a call, or the division that is carrying out the investigation, or the command, or the team, or the formation of the police that is carrying out the investigation, is supposed to call you that, look, you're a person of interest in this matter, or you are needed at so and so police formation to come and explain certain things. Sometimes they may not even tell you what you're coming for because the police have a right to invite you. And if you're not comfortable, you can write them through your lawyer that you are not available, or you can tell whoever calls you or the letter that, look, I'm not available. I can come in on my own at so time. They will oblige you. Okay, I can't come in when you want, but I can come in so time. They will oblige you. Or you can get your lawyer to write to them that, look, I'm not interested in appearing in that case or coming. And if they insist and they think you must appear, they can now get a warrant to get you to appear by force or subpoena you or some. That's if it's in the court. But apart from that, there are cases where they are active in an operation, mostly heinous crime.
Yeah.
You understand me? They don't really need a warrant to carry out certain arrests. No matter where you are, they will come and meet you there and pick you. They have to come pick you out. If not even every operation, for example, when they get an information that there's a kidnapper here who has his victims here with him, they should bring a warrant.
No.
Okay, thank God you have answered yourself. Good. So at that point, you understand me? They will just barge in here. Now, do you also know that people can go and allege that someone is kidnapped when the person has not been kidnapped? For example, a girl can run away to her boyfriend's house, and the father or the other don't like that boy or something, and the girl is not talking to them. They reserve the right to write that, look, our daughter has been kidnapped. And the police will assume, yes, they have been kidnapped. And then they have to now carry out investigation. So we gathered information that this is where our daughter is now. And maybe they are calling you, you are not taking your calls. You have given them more reasons to believe you are kidnapped. Maybe you are angry with them, but you have given them more reasons. So at that point now, they know the location, they will track your phone, they know it's this location. They will storm the location, break the door, come in. You understand me? To rescue you. And then they all find you enjoying yourself. But the point is that they have barged in and you're like, where is the warrant you have? Warrant? Kidnap? I should bring warrant. What if it was an actual kidnap? So those cases do not require warrant. You are talking of warrant. Have you not watched even foreign movies? You see them that once they have a credible information that something is going on here, they don't need a warrant. They will barge in that place. Whatever need to be scattered on their way will be scattered. Are you getting me? Yeah. Now, where a warrant is needed is mostly where an investigation is going on and you want to invite somebody to the station. If he's refusing, you can now go and arrest him. You understand what I'm saying? Just like I told you. But for some active operation. So most times when they barge into your house, that's why I'm telling you the loopholes in our laws. So when they barge into your house, even if it's a normal, they'll tell you it was an operation only. We are an operation. I don't know if you understand. What I want people to understand and get from this my interview is that I'm not supporting the police or the public. I am only telling you that most of the police officers know the law and they have capitalized on the law and know how to bend it, not break it, but bend it in a way. But so long as the law is not broken, nobody's complaining. Yeah. They have now understood their privileges and their working ways and the privileges they have. So they know how to bend it to get away with certain things they do. So when you are dealing with them, you must have evidence. Because if you go to the law court, you can't say, this policeman slapped me. And this policeman, he do me this. That's why even the money they force these boys to take, they don't transfer to their account. They transfer to a PAS operator. And now what we, as an individual, I am pushing for some time now. I've been making efforts. I've gone to National Assembly. I have gone to House of Rep, Police Committee. I've gone to the Senate Committee on Policing, the Office of the National Assembly. With my money, I've done that. Why? Because I understand the root of all these things. So what are we pushing for now? We're pushing for a lot of things, but the major one now is police welfare. And then the second one is that POS operators should not be allowed to receive more than 50,000 naira.
Oh.
And they should not be allowed to give out cash more than 20,000 naira. If that law, but I can't put the law. Yeah. Police can't put the law.
Yeah.
Governor can't put the law. River State can put the law, but so long as it's banking, River State don't have power because under the Constitution, things like the bank, the governor cannot shut it down. Those things are under the federal thing. The governor cannot shut those things down. They are federal. He can only moderate their movement in his town and activities, but he can't shut them down. Only the presidency through the Ministry of Finance and through the central bank. If bank even is under the central bank. Yeah. You understand? So we are not trying to push that. They should come up with a regulation. The central bank can issue that statement without any National Assembly. They have the right. They can wake up today and write a memo to all online blah, blah, blah. And say, you now no POS can give out more than 20,000 naira. And automatically the POS operators will now the owners of the POS, that's the company, will now model it in a way you can't get more than 20,000 naira from the POS. Okay, so I don't know if you're getting me now. Yeah. Now, at that point, it will not be difficult for these people to tell you transfer 1 million. Because transferring 1 million, before you will even collect 20,000 every day.
So how many days?
First of all, you can't even transfer 1 million to a POS account. You can't transfer more than 20,000. Those laws will now come and help to check. Mate, for example, Naira was scarce.
Yeah.
They came up with a policy and Naira is not easy. Any bank that withhold cash, this will happen. Now, you're not cashing money in the bank.
Yeah.
So they can come up with a policy. That's what I'm telling you. So what we should be pushing for is these policies. So if you want anything to happen to the police, the point is people should now push it through the law. How? Police Acts can be amended. Our Constitution of 1999 has been amended several. That's why here 1999 Constitution has amended. So when people want to do rally and protest, there are ways the government has already said you can protest. So your National Assembly member, your senator, his job is to take your information and whatever it is you want and go and read in that place. And then the whole other people will determine if it's good. If it's good, they will make it a law. And the president, if he approves it, it becomes a law. That's the official democratic way that we operate. But you can't even access your House of Rep member or your senator. And if at all you see your senator, you know you will not be talking about this. You'll be talking how you want to collect.
Yeah.
So you see, so the whole point is that the selfishness in Nigerians, police and citizens, is high. Now we're talking about these things now. Let's be face to face with President Tinubu. We are thinking contract, we are thinking appointment. But you say they do this thing, my brother, wait now. I don't know so that's why it's difficult for anybody in this country to truthfully stand for something to the end. Then if maybe truthfully you stand for it and you agree dying for it, at the end of the day, whatever bullets can touch you, stray bullets, so many other things. And there will be rallies, there will be Look at people that lost their life in NSAS. Their life is lost. So the thing is that more of us should get into politics. But when you get into the politics now, you need a godfather. And that godfather is already corrupt. There is hope. The hope now is what I'm teaching you, knowledge.
Okay.
If you get the kind of knowledge that we have gotten and you even surpass us or you keep getting knowledge, you'll find out that in your lower state, you'll be respected. And you will not be trampled on. What you will spend 20, 30 million to get, I will spend phone calls to get it. I don't want to mention his name. He's very popular. He's a friend of all these Obi Kuban. I don't want to go deep. What I did to him, I don't want to go deep. Just knowledge. I intimidated him. You were there. And he was shocked. He has like 4 Prado as his escort and 2 Hilux, and he's using... The guy has all the... You know him. Everybody know him in this town.
Yeah, I know him.
That's just a few days ago. And I said, hey, who are these people following you? So I called him, why are you following me? He was calm. When I was going, he was calling me, sir. So I now came to the guy and I told him. It was funny. The point is, but because you are a nobody, I've been hearing him and how he has cases in different clubs.
Yeah.
He will deal with this small girl here, this one here. And I'm like, I don't understand. The point is knowledge.
Yeah.
Knowledge is more powerful than bullets. In fact, you need knowledge to shoot gun.
Yes.
You need to have the knowledge of shooting. You need knowledge to escape, to stay alive, to progress. In fact, you need financial knowledge to make more money, to save money.
Yeah.
So, Nigerian people should advocate more for knowledge in any area they see that they are used. Let me give you an example of knowledge. Senator Natasha is an example of knowledge.
Yeah.
You and I know that on a normal Nigerian setting, that woman don't go down.
Yes.
How come she didn't go down? With all the powers, the people she was dealing with, including the federal government, how come she's alive, no assassination? How come she's still alive? You will check that she had knowledge. She was doing things that she shouldn't do, coming publicly to talk like that, but she had knowledge. And because she had knowledge, at the end of the day, they had no other option other than to reinstate her with a benefit, right?
Yes.
As corrupt as we see the judiciary, there's a level of knowledge you possess. They won't want to. They will just leave you, may you carry your problem and go. The one thing about knowledge that knowledge teaches that you must enforce. Do you know even if you win a case, you need to enforce the judgment? If I'm doing a case with you now, and maybe probably land case or something, and I win and the land is awarded to me, Maybe you appeal, or if you appeal, if you don't appeal, after some time, you can no longer go to court. So the land is now mine. Do you know that after winning, you can still, the other person will still be in the land waiting for me. If I come, they will cut your head. So do you know you need to enforce the judgment? How do you enforce the judgment? The law says you go to the police to come and enforce the judgment you now have that is your property. So the police will now come and move everybody away that is not supposed to be there. That's enforcement. Fine. So knowing the law is one thing. Enforcing the law is the second. That's the same thing. That's why I see some Christians are very poor. Jesus died for everything, including poverty. He died for it. But now they are born again, but they are still poor. It's one thing to know to have knowledge. It's another thing to enforce knowledge. Now, there are steps Jesus told you that you should take to enforce wealth. Yeah. Are you getting me? If you take those steps, you will enforce wealth. Are you getting me? So, when you have knowledge, the next thing to have is know how to enforce the knowledge you have. For example, most policemen on the road, there's something they do to you unknown to you. When they stop you, they tend, most of them that are criminally minded, they tend to be harsh towards you. Have you noticed it? Not you, ladies.
I don't think I know.
The men knows what I'm saying. If police stop you and his guys or the other, they tend to want to embarrass the guy. Stop you and say, how you did? See your body. So for what I do when they insult me now? I insult you, I'll be back here. They want you to get them, they want to fight with you. Why? Because they know that by the time you begin to exchange words with them, and before you know, altercation comes. He slaps you, you slap him back. You've slapped a Nigerian police officer. That uniform is very important. You don't understand. Now he has something to hold you for. But he slapped me now. If he slap you, does the law say you should slap back? The law says you should go and report. I don't know if you're getting me all these things. Yes. So they will provoke you. You understand me? So the easiest way to pass through any police checkpoint is a smile, irrespective of what they want to do to you. Come back here. This officer, how you doing now? This one, we Sunday like this. You they shout like this. Is everything okay? I beg. This one I walk no easy. How you there? There was one day I was driving, they were stopping me on speed. So when I got close, as I was able to control the car, I now stopped. I said, I said, officer, I now open my door. And officer, Jesus, you won't die. No, I beg, yeah. If you won't stop motor, no, they stop and like that. I know what me. Your life then important. Now they protect us. Now you won't die. I beg. This work no reach for you to die. Sorry, I beg. So what do you stop me for? Oga, they go. The point is, forget about the offense they intend to cause you. Learn to smile. Yeah. But build a relationship with the police.
All right. Thank you. It was nice having you today.
This is just part one.
All right.
You need more. You need to arrange proper questions that people have. Let's help them get clarity and answers.
All right. No problem. Thank you so much.